BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests here, the Board Boys podcast. I got Rob, I got TK, I got Cam, and they've got a game I haven't played, but the theme alone has got me excited. Tell me about Distilled. Oh man, this game looks good.
I'm going to let Tim talk about this one because he's the one that bought it.
Yeah.
I did have it in my hand at Dungeons Gate, and his wife showed up and was like, I'm supposed to buy that for Tim. So I let him have it.
Yeah. So it's a game about distilling alcohols. So most of the kind of meat of the game is, Rob, you say a market row. You purchase items for your alcohol you're going to distill, and then after you're kind of done purchasing, you make your alcohol. So you have to combine a water, a yeast, and some sort of sugar. And then depending on how much sugar you put in, you gain alcohol cards, which you can't actually see on there. But you basically kind of shuffle your little deck together, and you discard the top and the bottom card, and you turn out an alcohol. And then you can kind of see the little white board with the brown pegs in it right there.
Yeah.
Depending on what's in your hand after you discard the top and bottom, you get an alcohol. So say I had, the 3 wheat sugars in my alcohol after I've kind of discarded, then I would make whiskey or something like that. So once you kind of do that, you can decide, is it an alcohol that needs to be aged? So it needs to go into a barrel and be aged, or is it something that I can, it needs to go be sold right away? So you either age it or sell it. And then, if you age it, it sits in your warehouse. And then the next round, so right there, you can see there's a metal barrel and a glass bottle. So if you age it, it'll continue to grow flavor in it, which is basically extra points. And then on the next round, you can decide to sell it and get money. And you basically do that over 7 rounds. There's some signature ingredients. There's a player power up top above the barrel. You can see that you can put you can
the row of piles at the top.
So the row of piles at the top is like a bonus point that when you make an alcohol, you get, not bonus point, but bonuses. You get a bonus, and then there's like 3 card slots next to that. I think that's a none, is one of the distillers, where you can put like upgrades to your warehouse and stuff. So basically, you spend 7 rounds kind of distilling an alcohol. The theme is very cool. The discard, the top and the bottom, I think is great. Kind of gives you a little random there, and then there's a lot of that like middle card where it says like whiskey and gin. They call them tasting flight. I think there's like 8 different sets of those. So there's a bunch of different alcohols that take different combinations. You can kind of Robinize game. All of those alcohols will need to be aged. So it makes it a little bit harder. It definitely way harder, Rob. And
was it?
Yeah, it was way harder. Yeah.
Kelly wants to know, do you get vibes of viticulture? And I've got a different game from viticulture that this is drawing comparisons to.
I don't think so too much, because there's no worker placement. It's basically just purchasing things and making sure that you're making your alcohol the best it can be.
How about compounded? Have any of you guys played compounded?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody? No? Okay. Compounded, you're mixing up ingredients to try to make, I don't remember, you're trying to make other ingredients by using these compound elements. So
it would be a lot like that. Yeah, you basically create a deck of cards and then shuffle them up and kind of discard a couple and make alcohol. And then, depending on, there's 2 normal kind of ingredients, and then bronze, silver, and gold. So you can kind of, as you get more and more stuff and you kind of get into the game, you can start making gold recipes, which are harder to make, give you more points, get you more money, things like that. So
Rob says he's getting a press your luck feeling from it.
Yeah, a little bit. You can mitigate that luck by making sure your deck is stacked with enough things where if you draw 2 cards out of it, you can still make what you need to make.
Nugget. There's a nugget in here, Cam.
Every game should have at least one nugget, if not 2.
Kelly says, she was talking about where you age in the cellar, and it sounds like it has kind of a similar mechanic there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wayne said he played it. He played it. He liked how thematically it adds all the mechanics to it, but he said he played it at the cafe and that was enough, not necessarily having to back it. What attracted to you, TK? Was it the mechanics themselves, the mechanisms, or was it the thematic setting?
I actually don't drink, but it was the theme. So, and
interesting.
It just the theme around it, making alcohol, aging stuff, and kind of deciding what that was. And then my wife doesn't play a ton of board games, but she saw it and was like, hey, that's something I'm interested in. So anytime she does that, it's like that's an instant buy for me. And so she hasn't got to play it yet, but we'll get it out here soon, and I'm sure she'll like it. So
is there a way, in compounded, whenever you make compounds, you can create a lab fire if you're not careful. You got to be careful with what you're mixing. So there's that kind of push your luck thing. Is there something like that here where you can mess up the whiskey if you don't distill it correctly?
So you can end up not making whiskey, but you will always make an alcohol as long as you have the 3 main ingredients. And one of those might be moonshine. So you can kind of basically make moonshine, which is the worst alcohol to make for points, but the best alcohol to make for money, if that makes sense. So you make a lot of money, so you get more points next time.
You can moonshine it up. Rob says another one he didn't love, but he would say try before you buy.
I would agree with that.
You're the opposite. Buy before you try.
I would try it before you buy it. I think it's good. I liked it. I don't know that everybody would love it, but it's definitely good.
Steve, you're a connoisseur of fine drinks. What are you thinking here?
This is interesting to hear because I was thinking along the same lines as Kelly, wondering if this, when I had seen the original art, if it was going to be worker placement a la viticulture. But being able to turn things into gins with botanicals rather than whiskeys with aging in barrels sounds thematic, but the theme needs to be secondary to the mechanics in some ways for me. So if it sounds like it's an okay game with a theme I love, I might rather find a game I love and just enjoy the other part of the hobby by imbibing it.
Well, it's definitely imbibing the game. I like that.
Yeah,
it's definitely a try for me. I definitely want to try this.
I'd say everybody try it. It was a little on the pricier side for a game. It was probably like $80 MSRP or something like that. So definitely try it.
It was intriguing when I saw it first listed, but the price point made me think that's not something I'm going to invest in blindly just because the theme sounds good.
Well, what if TK gave you the famous TK money back guarantee? If you didn't like it, he's going to buy it from you.
100%. I will, for sure.
Doable with that.
Verla, what do you think? Are you
I
sold?
want to give it a try. I'm not sold, but I want to try it.
Rob, you've been quiet. Thoughts on this game?
I liked it. I don't need to own it, but I will play Tim's copy anytime he wants to play it. It was fun. I think it's fairly accessible. Like you said.
Where is Duga when we need him to say, it was okay, I think I'll have to buy it?
And I didn't say that this time.
He did.
I think, I don't remember. Tim, does your copy have metal coins in it?
No metal coins.
Oh
Okay.
God, Cam, how many times did we say that weekend? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, it was probably more than we said. This is my favorite game.
Yeah, no, that was this year's
the other
thing.
line. Yeah,
That was this year's line. Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I thought the copy that Tim bought, I mean, it came with the game trays and stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I don't know what the difference between the Kickstarter was and what you can get in retail, but what you got in retail looked really, really nice.
Man, TK, a lot of people are taking you up on the offer, so get ready, man.
All right.
We'll just need your PayPal. So
Yeah, just send me your addresses. I'll send you something.